Good morning, everyone. A good Tevach. We are continuing here in the laws of KASHRUS of Rabbi Forst, and we began last week the Tevillas Keilim, the laws of immersing one's vessels that they use for cooking and food preparation and the like in the Mikvah. And we said that that's because the Jewish people, everything that we do has Kedusha, has holiness. Not only the foods that we eat have to have a level of Kedusha, even the Keilim, even the vessels that we eat off of have to have Kedusha. And if they were made by a non-Jew, there's impurity automatically that's in there. And by passing them through the mikvah, we're removing it from the tumah of the non-Jew and we are transferring it into the Kedusha, the holiness of the Jew. Now, where do we know this from? It's psukim, it's verses in the Torah. This is in Bamidbar, in Parshas Matos. And it says, Vayoyme Elazar HaKohen al Anshe HaTzava Haboim LeMilchama. Elazar HaKohen, who was the son of Aaron, he said over to the soldiers that were coming back from war, and they had spoils with them, which means they had a lot of the kelim they took with them from the enemies that they defeated. Zois Chukas HaTorah. This is a chayk, one of the unexplainable laws of the Torah. Tziva Hashem es Moshe, that Hashem commanded Moshe. Ach es hazahav v'es hakosef. You'd have to take gold or silver, es hanuchoshes, or copper, v'es habarzel, or metal, v'es habediel, or tin, v'es haoferes, or lead. Kol davar sheyavo be'esh. Any of these types of pots and pans that are strong material that would go through fire, which means that they got cooked stuff inside of there. Tavir beish, you have to purify it. V'tahir, you have to purify it. You have to kasher it in the fire. V'tahir af b'mei nida yischata, and that's not enough. You have to remove the tumah that's there by putting it in the mei nida, in the waters of nida of purification, which we'll see is going to be the mikvah. V'chol shelo yavoi beish tavir b'mayim, and any vessels that never went into the fire, which means vessels that were only used with cold or the like, nevertheless, those also have to go b'mayim, they also have to go in to the water, into the mikvah. Klei midyon shalach b'nei Yisrael kishlam mechemes midyon hayu bilti roy l'shimush b'nei Yisrael mishalosh sibos. Now, he explains what these verses mean. The Jewish people just fought the nation of Midian. They were not Jewish. And they took spoils with them. And they got their pots and their pans and their plates and their utensils. Says Rav Forst, there's three reasons why the Jewish people were not allowed to use their utensils. Ha'achas, number one, shenizbashlu be'em ma'cholos asuros. First of all, they were cooking not kosher food inside of them. V'im yibashal be'em ma'chol kosher. And if the Jews would now go and cook their kosher food inside of these pots and pans, yiflatu ha'kelim es tama isil l'seicha ma'chol kosher. So the non-kosher tam taste that's absorbed in the walls of the pots of these utensils would end up going out of the walls and getting absorbed inside the kosher food, and then you don't have kosher food anymore. You have tray food. Hatam hasheni, the second reason why they couldn't use them, ki hakelim nidmu b'tumas meis v'yitamu es ha'adam v'es ha'meichel. Second of all, there were a lot of corpses that were lying around at the time of the battle that was taking place, and they became infected with the tumah, the impurity of what's called tumas meis, the impurity of a corpse, and therefore if a person will come and touch them, they become tummy, they become impure as well. And the food that would end up getting put into these utensils would also become tummy. So the Jews can't do that either. And the third reason why they can't use these vessels, ki kol kli nochi habol l'reshus Yisrael, any vessel that is made by a non-Jew or owned by a non-Jew and then passes into the hands to the jurisdiction of a Yisrael, of a Jew, einoi roi l'shishtamish bo Yisrael, a Jew is not allowed to use them la'achones meichel mibli sheyad bilenu techila, until they actually put them into the mikvah. A Jew cannot use them for food preparation or serve or the like. And therefore he writes, these three things were reasons why they had to kasher and take care of these pots and these pans that they received, the utensils from Midian. And we are going to see more of these halachas A little bit is going to speak about kashrus, kashering a vessel, but the main thing that we're going to speak about right now is the obligation that we have to immerse our vessels into the mikvah because of these psukim that we learn over here. Have a wonderful day.